Alright, what's good everybody? We are going to be talking about chapter 993, Wano Kuni's Dream. Now, if you guys know from the last video, I haven't really done chapter reviews, so we're still getting the flow of things. Like I said, I have my little notes under monitor here, so if you guys see me look up reading a little bit, that's why. But let's get into it. First, I want to say this chapter is good. I like it better than the last chapter. More action, more Straw Hats. I like other characters, but I also do like seeing the Straw Hats. Because that's who the protagonists are about. Let's talk about it. Alright? So the chapter starts off about the fire festival. Not the people of Wano Kuni, not on Onigashima at the time, alright? They're, smiling deep down, all of them, they're scared of Orochi. They want him dead. They were upset when, that Kaido allied with him because that made him more stronger. They want Orochi gone because of what he's done to Wano, alright? Fire Festival is the only day where everybody's happy because it's the only day where Orochi leaves the fire capital. They get to drink, have fun, just live life without, a merciless tyrant ruling over them. So that's why, I don't know why I went back there, but that's why, everybody is, happy. They're like, people are telling tales of how, they're talking about, remember the past, Lady Toki, she was saying, in 20 years, at the day, the 9 scabbards will come back to take Orochi's head. And, they're talking about, are the Kozuki, are they fighting them now? The fire festival, that's when they said they'll come. So, who knows, they're fighting. Some people think that that's what's going on. Some people don't. They're just like, but then in the end of the day, they're like, hey, let's just enjoy this fire festival, all right? So then we're back on Onigashima. And yes, later, earlier in the chapter, what's his name? Hawkins was like, not Hawkins, Drake was talking about, whoa, is Queen using that? And, some people thought it was Seasong prison bullets, but other people didn't. And, he's not called Queen of Plague for nothing. Alright, so he brings out, some weapons called Plague Bullets, Ice Ogre, and they turn people into ice onis. And so, it's freezing them, it's poisoning them, and he's, all of them, they have horns and, they're covered in ice, and they're really turning into ice, Onis are turning into ice monsters, kinda, and, Queen is like, hey, I know Zoro, Robin, Drake are all on this floor, and so Queen is like, hey, lock it here, everybody here is gonna be infected by this, alright? So we only really got to see, Zoro a little bit. I'm gonna see where's Law and Kid. We haven't seen them at all in this chapter. We haven't seen them in a little bit. So it's kind of like, okay, where's Law, where's Kid? We finally get to see Zoro at a little bit, but we didn't even see him clashing with anybody. So it looks like it's going to be X Drake and Zoro versus Queen, which, maybe they'll clash for a little bit, because like I said, I want Zoro to fight King. For him to be a right hand, he has to take down a right hand. I think a little bit Marco's going to weaken King a little bit, and that way Zoro will have a true 1v1, right? And then we have Luffy and Sanji, they confront a headliner whose hand is like the upper half of gorilla body. It's kind of weird, but it's cool because, smiles, they have the double hurt, and he's pretty strong, and so Luffy's about to step in. He's not going to turn gear 2nd, gear 3rd, gear 4th, but Sanji stops and he's like, taking out the enemy, this is my job. Sanji's filling the role of Zoro right here, which is, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, as a Zoro fan, I kind of like, man, that's Zoro's job. He's supposed to be like, all right, I'm going to take care of the people. Why should my captain have to worry about that? But Sanji has his loyal moments too. And this is really giving Sanji some time to, step up. Which is kind of, weird because this is supposed to be Zoro's arc. So I don't understand, why this is happening. But maybe Zoro will have something of a greater effect. And I like Sanji, so... I don't have a problem with this. And, Sanji, he's about to take out the enemy and telling Luffy, oh, it'll only take me 10 seconds. And Luffy's all like, well, okay. If I help you, it'll be 3 seconds. But, Sanji's trying to get him to keep his stamina so he doesn't, waste any, trying to, he has to fight Kaido. Sanji knows it, so he doesn't want him to lose any stamina. And then Jinbei comes in. He easily takes out everybody. And Sanji gets annoyed, thinking... he's like, hey, Jinbei, I had this under control. I'm escorting him. Like, what are you doing? I couldn't handle it. And Jinbei's like, oh, really? Well, my bad. Like, I like that Straw Hat interaction. And then, Jinbei's like, I'm going to escort you and Sanji up to the top. So apparently, I think Jinbei kind of knows that Sanji has some untapped potential a little bit, where Sanji's not using his raid suit right now. He hasn't incorporated any Diablo Jambe attacks. So maybe he thinks that Sanji has potential, and he will be helpful in fighting Kaido, which he would. Alright? And then we go, we cut toward Yamato. She's still chasing after Shinobu and Momonosuke. And there's a cat watching him with a paper covering over his face. Kind of like, a who's who tattoo. And they are, it's keeping tracks of every moves that they make, where Momonosuke's going, where they're going. But I just saw, like, the lights flicker a little bit. That kind of scared me. But the cat, informs Bao Huang, about Yamato, Momonosuke's location, and then Bao Hu came enforced. King, we get to see King. King started growing me a little bit. He's kind of a savage, I think. He's like the savage of the crew, right? And so King, he announced to his subordinates, half the intruders are, working under the Kozuki clan. They're Kozuki intruders, and if they can kill Momonosuke, the battle will end. Because they're trying to make Momonosuke become the shogun of Wano, right? And so, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I be fluffing up on these Japanese names, but his name is Sasaki. He apprised with Kaido, on the route. He was the dude that was tied up a couple chapters ago, and with Big Mom's tremors, he got untied. I'm pretty sure Marco and Perospero did that. But yeah, he's up top, okay? They all fire at Momonosuke. Well, no, he's not at the top. I'm tripping. He came with like an armored troop. All right, they fire at Momonosuke, but Shinobi protects her with her body. And Yamato, she faces. She's like, all right, we're about to fight. So we're gonna see a Yamato clash. All right, and then in the dome, we see in Onigashima, we see Kaido talked about. All right, I was scared for a little bit. I saw some Oden flashback. He's like, all right, let's get real. You scabbards, you guys are nowhere near him. And even though he's bleeding, he's like, you guys aren't strong enough to open up my old wound, the wound that was made by Oden. And he's like, okay, well, you guys are not doing it. You guys are not as strong enough. All right. And he was like, he would have been fine if Oden, the legend, Kozuki Oden, would have killed me himself. But you guys aren't on his level. So he's like, there's no samurai as strong, enough to kill me. Hence why, Zoro, eating Oden, the moon, he's gonna kill him. But I'm just kidding. Well, I think so, but we're not talking about that in this video, all right? And so, the wound by this, caused by the scabbards made him bleed. Like I said, it didn't reopen his wound. And then later we see Kaido roar, and then he sent like these wind blades at everybody, and everybody's out here dodging, trying to attack, counter the attack. And then we see Kiku get her arm cut through the armor, so her arm is cut off, and we see it flying. So probably the next chapter or two, we're going to see. Well, I don't know how I feel about it because, well, okay, I think we're about to see the scabbards. They're going to get taken out probably one by one each chapter. Because at first I was like, well, the next chapter or two we'll see all the scabbards, not dead, but like probably passed out, or maybe they might die. I don't know about that, but probably but at first I was like, well, it's going to take Luffy, Kid, Law, Zoro, Sanji, all the people, people of the worst generation, all the people who are going to try to fight Kaido. It's going to take them more than 2 chapters to get up there. But I'm thinking about it, there's 9 scabbards. So Kiku's probably going to go down, well, probably went down this chapter. I don't know if she can still fight. Well, yeah, she probably can, one arm. She would only have 1 sword, but at the same time, she uses 2 hands. So I don't know, but we do see Kiku go down this chapter. Is she down for the count? I don't know. So probably over the next 9 chapters, we'll see each individual scabbard getting taken out. Probably Kiyamo is going to be the last one since he's the leader. But overall, this was a really good chapter. Like, it was... Man, I be wishing these chapters are longer. Kind of like Dragon Ball chapters. Those chapters but at the same time, they be feeling short too. I don't think there's a break next week. So we should be getting 3 straight weeks of chapters, which is... I get this... this is a 10 out of 10. This is a really good one. I read it twice. I usually read it twice, and I do this, and then I read it one more time when I'm done while the video is rendered. So I think it was a really good chapter, and I can't wait for next week. But guys, let me know what you guys think about it. How'd you guys enjoy this chapter? Let me know who you wanted to see more of this chapter, who you want to see less of. How'd you guys feel? This is really hype. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss out on a video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. They'll be in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to unleash your potential.